Art, music and fashion have kind of been at the heart of the Absolut brand probably since as far back as 1985 with their partnership with Andy Warhol, who is a very famous pop artist. So it was kind of a natural fit for us to do something with one of those three pillars, and we chose to do art. So that's where the Art Wars was born. So we just kind of envisaged creating a series of events that would fuse the arts as well as mixology, obviously. Round one started off at the Palm Courtyard in Lime Grove, and we had our 10 artists that were selected. They were each given their spot, and they were given 4 hours to create their masterpiece. And in that 4 hours we had about 300 people kind of pass through the event to see their progress and of course upon some Absolut cocktails and enjoy the music and the general atmosphere. Then in round two, we moved to the Old Jammin in St. Lawrence Gap, where 6 of those artists then progressed forward. And that night they were given the theme of bold, and I think they really stepped it up that night. And I think everybody thoroughly enjoyed it, and we got a lot of positive feedback. So then round 3 we moved to Copacabana, and 4 of our artists moved on to that round, and then they were paired at that point with a mixologist. The theme that night was clarity, so they were working together creating a cocktail and an art piece that reflected that theme. And then the finals, we returned to the Palm Courtyard, and that's where we had the 2 finalists and the 2 mixologists compete for bragging rights and the grand prize of $5,000 for the artist and $2,000 for the mixologist.
Well, my name is Kevin Hall. I'm a visual artist. I have been into this business from primary school. I always had an interest for art, a real deep passion, a kind of passion that kept me up for many, many nights, just, you know, trying to pour my heart onto a piece of canvas so that I can share with the world.
Right, so we're here at the finals tonight at Art Wars, and you have to tie the cocktail into the artwork and into the theme. For me, I just think that that is kind of like a double jeopardy thing for the mixologists, because the artists, all they have to do is just follow the criteria. But we have to follow the criteria and the artists as well. So it's just one of those really interesting, really complex, really diverse situations coming into the finals from after the semifinals.
My name is David Barker, resident mixologist at Tapas Bar and Restaurant, also mixologist on a local television show called In the Mix. Coming to the finals was one of the biggest challenges I've had. I dreamt about this drink that I was going to do in the finals. I knew what the glass was going to look like, I knew what the base was going to look like, I knew what I was going to do with it. Like, I did not know what was going to go in the glass. I added Black Aztec chocolate bitters. I then added the sorrel juice that I made fresh. I infused it with cinnamon and clove and a little bit of nutmeg. I added a little bit of strawberry puree. I then added the Absolut original vodka because the finals was originality. And I think there's no other way than original fruit, original product.
I preferred the theme for the finals, authenticity, because it allowed a wider reach. It allowed me to be more creative because I realized the other teams is more kind of like specific. And authenticity, I could be as authentic as possible. So for this one, I displayed an Absolut bottle and I placed a lot of nature around it because I told myself there's nothing as authentic as nature, nothing as authentic of water. Life, it gives life. So I created an image of an Absolut bottle. Inside this bottle, I put a waterfall which represented greenery, as in grass from nature, and water from nature, which is 100% authentic, and I surrounded it with butterflies, things of nature, things of life, and bring life to the concept.
Absolut has taken a journey in Barbados, and I think that the journey is going to go very far. We got a lot of hard-working, ambitious bartenders out there, and I encourage anybody. I don't believe that I'm better than anyone else, but I encourage anybody who's passionate about this as I am to just sit down, get your research, practice, practice, practice.
I think it was a Sunday and Katrina called me. I saw her, I took up my phone. I was like, this is Katrina, because I saw it there. And my heart started pounding because I know this is the answer, but what is it going to be? So I was like, hello? I didn't hear this big burst of voice. She was like, congratulations. And from there, I like kind of stumbled the phone. So it was like, thank you so much. And my heart was beating. She was like, go tell everyone, I know you're excited. And it was just, you know, running through the house. I was happy. I know I put a lot of time and effort and hard work into it, and it paid off.
People loved it. The judges loved it, and we came out victorious. I'm happy about it. Both of the drinks were a part of the artist in me. It was a part of what I like to do.
My mindset towards the competition from day one, it would have been always good to come out on top, be a winner, get the prize, which is good. But I felt good being in a competition, whereas people can see me as an artist. Because earlier I told you that I spent many nights in my room preparing work, and I wanted to be seen. So this gave me the opportunity for the public to see me for my talent, see me for what I can do. And I was really happy for this. That was more important to me than coming first in the competition.